Hey, what's happening, man? Welcome back to No Jumping News. It's your host, AD, with my guy, Poetik Flakko. Let's get right into these stories. First story. French Montana says labels profit off of rappers' deaths with life insurance. During his interview with Off the Record, French discussed his history of past beefs with academics. He said that his conflicts sometimes became so heated that labels and other artists avoided him over the street drama. But now record labels have learned how to monetize the murders. But now it's even crazier because they get a life insurance on artists, French said. At least back then, we ain't had that. French Montana says that the increased number of young rappers who have passed away in recent years has prompted labels to take out life insurance policies on their artists. Hack interviewed and mentioned that he had heard a similar claim from someone else. When French asked whether or not he thought labels were realistic, French responded that they were both realistic and unsettling. You praying on his death, Montana continued. You praying on making millions off his death. They're being realistic, and you're supposed to have life insurance anyway, but when the label does it, if you don't have one, that's crazy, Rappers like Pop Smoke, King Von, and Draco the Ruler have recently passed away and later had albums made available to the public after their deaths. French believed that the current state of the rap game is more dangerous than any past and blames the escalation of beef on social media, saying one day a full war can go on. This life insurance shit is crazy. You know what I'm saying? Because if the labels is doing that, bro, and we all know the labels profited even more when people die. They get a big increase in sales. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't want to go to a label, bro. It's like, why am I signing to people who really don't give a fuck about me? You know what I mean?
No, exactly.
And it's gonna profit off of my death.
Well, like the profit off the death part, I don't have an issue with, right? It's doing business in bad faith. It's kind of like a marriage for a rich guy, right? Once you make your first million, I'll break it down. You never do business if it's incentivized for the other party to break it. Meaning, why would you marry as a rich man when she has all the incentive to break that marriage and come up and take half, right? It's the same thing with doing business with a record label. If you're going into this knowing they're about to put a life insurance policy on you, your death becomes incentivized once you turn cold. For example, the niggas who gave Lil Pump $10 million. Again, if they had a life insurance policy on Lil Pump, they'll be praying on Lil Pump's downfall right now, hoping Lil Pump can die.
But that's messed up, and now it's making it seem like people aren't people. You looking at them like, you know what I'm saying? They're fucking.
It's assets.
They're assets. But the thing is this: when you sign a contract, right? The contract should really be enough. Now, as powerful as these labels are and these execs are, let's say, like you said, somebody gets $10 million and they go cold. Some people might think like, yeah, somebody might push them off the edge or something like that so they can get money. You know what I mean?
Of course.
Or knock them off. That's real scary to think that people have that power now and they're doing that. And even, bro, the people that's gonna get taken advantage of are the young kids in the neighborhoods who don't got no money. You feel me? Let's keep it real, bro. If you in the hood and somebody throws $300,000-$400,000 at you and says, "Here, sign this life insurance policy too," you ain't got no choice. You gonna sign it. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, and that's crazy.
That's disgusting to me if that's true.
That's crazy, and that's what I always say. I would listen. There's not enough money you can give me for me to buy ops. Meaning, like, buy a group of people who are gonna wake up every day and their mission is to make sure I buy. I die. And that's what this is. You sign that record label, and if you ever turn cold, again, and let's not pretend like it's out of the realm of possibility that there's gonna be a desperate executive who job is hanging on the line because he gave Lil Pump or Smoke Perp less than $10 million. And they turn ice cold within a year, and that label is still $9-10 million behind the 8 ball. There's crazy people enough who gonna actually, try to get it back in blood.
I agree.
And and then also too, man, like this is why I always say when it comes to the quote unquote status quo and the quote unquote structure that's in place. This quote unquote status quo, this structure is no longer serving us as creators, man. Right? Again, that's why I personally and always say, right? A lot of us want to be martyrs, but nobody wants to die. Meaning, a lot of us want.
I don't want to die, Flakko.
No, right? And like here's what I mean by that, right? A lot of us want to stand for something, but nobody want to actually lose something. Meaning,
are you willing to lose something?
Of course.
Like what?
Listen. Like I would die to keep the culture pure. I'm willing to say, mom, sorry, right? Again, mom, sorry, right? I'm willing to die to make sure to keep the culture pure. That's what our little Apple Music debate, right? When I say, burn that shit down, I mean, yo, burn it down and let's figure it out later, bro. This structure of like signing artists.
I don't want to burn Apple Music down. It's very convenient for me.
No, true.
I'm just saying.
But no, true. But how about the current?
I don't want to get Flakko tunes.
No, true. But how about the current structure of record labels? Listen, this current structure is no longer serving us as creatives. Who's gonna be the martyr? Who's gonna die on that hill? Who's gonna say, yo, burn this shit down? Let's figure it out later, bro. At some point, niggas like Jay-Z, Meek, Ross, right? All again the quote unquote boss Birdman who got actual power. They need to actually stand up and do something, bro. At some point, we gotta burn this shit down and rebuild it. Because right now, bro, these record labels is getting out of pocket, bro.
Next story. On Wednesday, a parade and celebration was held in Brooklyn to honor the late Pop Smoke. It would have been Pop's 23rd B-Day. According to his mother, the day's purpose was to bring his community together while commemorating him. Members of the Shoot for the Stars Foundation, which was founded in Pop's honor, marched in the parade with some of his friends, other DJs, and dancers from Brooklyn Royal Diamonds. The parade started near Pop Smoke's mural and proceeded to Canarsie Park. Pop's mother, Audrey Jackson, says that although it's been difficult, she's happy to see him being honored. You don't think a person as of color in America that you can really get something like this started or even own little hood, as they would say, that something can be made that's significant to poor people. So it's really a wonderful, affirming experience, really as a person and mother that this could happen, Mrs. Jackson said. She hopes to continue these yearly celebrations and make them larger and better every year as the neighborhood continues on Pop Smoke's legacy. As previously reported, just a few months before turning 21, the Brooklyn-born rapper was assassinated in a home invasion in Los Angeles in February 2020. R.I.P. to Pop Smoke, man. Knew him personally, was a good guy. Think that he would have been 23 today, bro, still a fucking baby, bro. That's crazy, you know what I'm saying? But I like to think that it's dope that people are celebrating his life a positive way. I know that put a smile on his mom's face. And I can see that going on for a long time. Hopefully it continues 30, 40, 50 years going on. You know what I'm saying? He was that guy, man. He was the young hope for New York, man. And he cracked it off. And, shout out to Fabio. I feel like, you know what I'm saying? Pop laid the groundwork for Fabio to come out here and take over. And, you know what I'm saying? The whole scene right now.
Take over what?
What you mean? Fabio's killing right now in New York.
So, well, first of all, let me just ask you a question.
You don't think so?
No, right? But like,
who's the biggest? Who's the news biggest artist from New York? Who got the biggest numbers? Fabio, right?
Yeah, like.
Well, then he's the biggest
in New York. But like, here's my thing.
I said New York, Flakko.
Yeah, right. But here's my thing regarding that though. So for me, when I think about Pop Smoke's legacy, man, I think about Pop Smoke represented everything about New York: the grittiness, the ultra machismo, ultra masculine frame that a New York nigga is. I mean, pop music was transcendent. Pac had a sound. Pac had Brooklyn drill on lock. And it's also sad because Pop Smoke's legacy is when Pop Smoke died, Brooklyn drill died with him, because since then, bro, Brooklyn drill has lost esteem. Brooklyn drill isn't really like trending upwards. Niggas like Fabio, Foreign, 22 G's, they haven't really carried that torch that Pop started, bro. When Pop died, bro, pop music was being played in France. Brooklyn drill was being played in England, everywhere, right? On every corner of the U.S., Brooklyn drill was being played.
I ain't gonna lie, Pop probably got one of the post-Homunus albums, bro. You know what I'm saying? It got to be up there in the top 10. Nah, but
the first one or second one? Because the second one, and his record label ain't doing no justice for that one.
No, she wanna fuck with the woo.
Yeah,
that
first
album,
one, yeah.
The one 50 got involved with, that one was crazy. No, but how could you say that about like Fabio, bro? When like who's young putting up numbers in New York right now?
I feel like Bronx drill right now gets played way more than Brooklyn drill.
Who young in New York is putting up numbers right now?
I feel like none of those guys are at the level that we expect them to be.
So who would you say is the biggest? Out of everybody that's out there doing their thing, young.
Who's the biggest?
New artist, yeah.
Well, Fabio is damn near 30, so he's not a young artist or new artist.
Man.
But
you don't want to answer the damn question.
All right, listen. No, look. So me personally, K-Flock is more impactful in New York than Fabio Foreign. Right?
I said who's doing the bigger numbers?
I think they're all on.
That nigga got what? He got a Kanye feature, Alicia Keys feature. He got a million motherfuckers. The industry is behind this man, and he's doing his thing. He put out a
he
album.
sold what, like 30K?
Yeah, but it's
first week. Come on now, that nigga, come on, bro. That nigga cold.
See, but we just had this conversation that everybody is dropping lower than they ever dropped before.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
We gotta put the needle somewhere right now. If Kendrick Lamar sold the biggest first week numbers in hip hop in 2022 with 280,000 copies sold. Everybody under that, that's where you bunch everybody.
Well, like, you know, and he flopped too, but you know, that's
not a
though,
flop
right?
if he sold the most out of everybody this year, Flakko.
I feel like
If that's the case, the whole hip hop flopped in.
well, true, right? Most niggas flopped, but like in terms
Who
of flop,
sold
I judge
more
niggas,
than everybody in rap music this year, Flakko?
but like all these niggas flopping though.
Flakko.
Yeah.
If the person who is number one selling
Yeah.
for the year,
Yes.
his numbers are the indicator right now of where hip hop is right now at this moment. If he sold 280,000 copies
Yes.
and everybody sold under him,
Yes.
that's where the margin is now. That's where we start from. We're not talking about 5 years ago how music was. We're not talking about 10 years how music was. We're talking about right now. If he sold the most, you cannot say this man is flopping.
Of this year, but Kendrick, no, sorry, but Kanye's last album, I believe last year.
We said this year, Flakko.
Well, like it's 6 months in the year though. Like, you know, like, got time, right?
So who has the ability to sell more than 280,000 copies first week in 2022? Realistically,
Kanye, J. Cole, Drake.
Kanye's not dropping again. I doubt J. Cole drops this year.
No, Kanye will probably drop again.
And
I would say
Kanye's
Drake
last
yeah.
album wasn't even on DSPs. It was on the stem player.
Yes, but Donda 1, I believe, sold like 300,000 copies first week, right? So, right, like, you know, so in that regard, yes. And then also too, like once Drake drop an actual rap album, Drake's probably gonna do like 700,000 copies first week, right? So, but nonetheless,
I don't think nobody can do 700,000 first week no more. As of right now, it's like no one's doing that, bro.
Adi Midadi would definitely do it. Just wait, right? But back to Pop Smoke though, man. So, me personally, man, like how I want for New York artists is meant to celebrate Pop's legacy, bro. I just want niggas to just step it up, bro. Because right now these niggas suck, right? These niggas ain't making timeless music. These niggas are sticking in their niche. Listen, the one thing about Pop and why everybody said Pop was next up is because you can see Pop was extending his reach, making the pop songs, making the R&B songs. You feel me? You know, trying to sing, trying to sound more melodic. Listen, Pop. Listen. I wouldn't be like surprised the way Pop was going. Pop would probably be on some rock star shit right now, right? So for niggas like Fabio, Foreign Tutu, Jesus, et cetera, man, bro, don't let Brooklyn Drill die, man, because right now them Bronx youngins is murking you niggas, though. So please, bro, honor Pop's legacy, bro, by at least, my man. Put in half a fucking effort in making music and at least getting back what Brooklyn Drill was when Pop was out here carrying the torch for you bum ass niggas.
Damn. And what was Brooklyn Drill to you?
Pop.
No, but I'm saying, like, break down. If you giving somebody advice to do something, so what advice would you give them? Break that down. What is Brooklyn Drill to you?
Yeah, right. Yeah. So look. So one, again, be more aggressive with this shit, right? Come again,
You mean
like
this ops crazier?
Nah, bro. Listen, yo, even like pop music, some was this in the ops, right? But Pop even like made some like Welcome to the Party. Some smooth shit, but it was still aggressive and smooth, bro. It was just great music, man. Right now, we're just not having great Brooklyn drill music, man. Now,
So you said K Flock is
Bronx,
Bronx, right?
Yeah.
So what is his content?
Is this an ops?
Okay, and you were against this and ops, right?
If it's real, yes, yes.
You don't think he's dissing real people?
Well, now that we know, yes. You know that that K5 should kill somebody.
I mean, I'm saying by your standard, are you still gonna be banging his music now? You know he's talking about real people.
I haven't listened to K5 in a minute, but I'm sure once K5 comes back on, you feel me? Yes.
So you don't care if he's dissing dead people, like by your standards.
Well, I don't know any like that niggas seen this yet.
You against stuff like that. You say niggas is Negromites and
of course.
Niggas need to stop the crime and they should go to the police and all this stuff.
Yeah.
But you encouraging somebody to be even more
No.
You are. You telling them.
I encourage not a damn thing.
No, you just said right now, like y'all need to go even harder. Whoa,
be more aggressive with making great music.
What do you think drill is though?
Drill music?
Yeah, and as a whole.
It's telling stories about shooting and drilling niggas, yes. Stories though.
Okay.
Like, hey, for example, look. For example, right? Look. So look, a horror film is a story about what? Serial killers, right? And murders. would.
Is it inspired by true events?
I don't think so, right? Now,
So?
yeah, right. But would you say like watching horror films is supporting serial killers or encouraging serial killers?
Well, Flakko, somebody I know like you who digs into the internet and knows all the behind the scenes shit.
Whoa.
You just wait. You just broke down
Yeah.
who you thought was going to be next in the two people that was going to be next in the RICO.
Yeah.
And you broke down this person having beef with this person having beef with this
Yeah.
person. I bet you if I asked you right now, what Brooklyn drill rappers have beef with each other, you would know every single player on the board, right?
No, not for Brooklyn drill, Bronx drill, yeah.
Bronx drill.
Yeah.
So you know the players involved, right?
Yes.
And you know that these are real people that's dissing real people. So this isn't a horror film. These are people dissing people, and you're telling them to drill even harder.
No, again, dissing somebody and killing somebody are two different things. Now, I would think that these niggas who are out here dissing certain people.
What do you think dissing is, Flakko? You think there's a healthy way to diss somebody?
I
When
wouldn't
you say he's smoking on somebody's dead ops, you think that smoking on dead people is cool?
it's definitely wrong, but I wouldn't say, right, that the rappers who are smoking on, let's say, quote unquote, ops are actually out here killing niggas.
Okay, this was No Jumper News.
Yeah, nigga, come on, man.
YouTube, like, comment, subscribe, and we'll be back with more No Jumper News.